This is verse 22 of the second chapter of the Gospel of Matthew. Joseph has been in Egypt with his family and has received advice now through some kind of nighttime vision that he should return to Israel because Herod is dead. And so as he's making the journey, apparently we have the story that's given to us here. So akousos, from akouo, I hear, aorist active participle, masculine singular nominative, referring to Joseph, who is the implied subject of the sentence. The aorist participle implies action taking place in time of the leading verb, so having heard is the way we would render it. So having heard, postpositive de. Hoti, the conjunction, means that or because. Context determines. In this case, it'll mean that, so having heard that. And then archelaos. This is translated archelaeus. It's one of the sons of Herod, one of the surviving sons. Of course, Herod executed a fair number of his sons, but Archelaus is one of the survivors, and according to the will of Herod, was appointed to rule in Judea. Not all of the domains of Herod. He split them up among several of his sons. But at this point, Archelaus is going to be ruling. So we have Basilue. Basilue is from Basiluo. It means I reign, I rule. Of course, the word basileus and basileo are related words. And so here we have he, having heard that Archelaus reigned, takes the genitive, so reigned over would be the idea, or ruled, tes udaios, ruled, tes udaios means the Judea, or in the region of Judea, so having heard that Archelaus reigned over Judea. Anti, of course, this is a preposition. It takes the genitive. It means in the place of. It can also mean against, as in our English prefix anti. In this case, more in the place of. So having learned that he was ruling in the place of, takes the genitive to patros, in the place of the father, the possessive pronoun autou, genitive singular, masculine. So he ruled in the place of the father of him. And then herodou, which is also in the genitive here in the apposition to the prepositional phrase. So he reigned in the place of his father Herod. Ephobethe, phobeo means to be afraid. I am afraid would be the sense of it. This is the third person singular aorist passive indicative, so he was made afraid would be the idea. This information created a state of fear within him. He was afraid there, eke, indeclinable adverb there. Epelthein, to go, from aperkamai, I go away. He was afraid, made afraid to go away to that place. So we can imagine as Joseph is traveling along, he gets this information about Archelaus, who was reigning there in the place of Herod. You may know that Archelaus was immediately kind of plunged into a negative reputation with the Romans. He killed 3,000 Jewish people, kind of to show that he was cut out of the same mold as his father. And for that and other bad acts, he only reigned until about 6 AD, so not for very long, and he was sacked by the Romans, not executed, but lost his station as a ruler. So Joseph's fears were pretty well founded here. We have chresmatistes. This is from krematidzo. It means, actually it is related to a word that means to be an oracle, to give an oracular kind of disclosure. This is usually translated being warned or being advised. It's a participle, aorist passive participle, masculine singular nominative, again referring to Joseph having been warned or having been told or some kind of oracular information. Postpositive de. Kat, from kata, preposition. Here takes the accusative onar. We've seen this construction before. Having been warned, according to a dream. anakoresen. This is from anakoreo, to go away, to return, or to go to a certain location. The same word was used in connection with the Magi earlier in this text. He went away. Ace, preposition, takes the accusative ta mere, into the parts or into the regions of. So he diverged, probably went to the east side of the Jordan and traveled up into the region of Tes Galileis, into the region of Galilee. So Joseph is returning to Israel, but of course is going to avoid Judea, where Archelaus is ruling, and rather takes his journey up probably the east side of the Jordan, comes back across in the region of the Sea of Galilee, and takes up his residence in Galilee.